Welcome back, everyone. Moving right along here, continuing my Week 1 previews and analysis. This video for the NFC North matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cincinnati Bengals. This game will be played in Baltimore. And to me, these two teams, it's all about the moves they made at the offensive coordinator position. In this game, that's what I'm going to be looking for. How do the Bengals respond under Hugh Jackson, which figures to be more of a run-heavy type offense than they were under with Jay Gruden, when it was thought that maybe Gruden relied on Dalton a little too much through the air. Look for a little bit more of a commitment to the running game from Hugh Jackson. And on the flip side, I think you could expect the same from Gary Kubiak, who comes from being the head coach of the Titans, now the offensive coordinator of the Ravens. We know Kubiak's offense is heavily predicated on the run, and in turn, the run that opens up the play-action passes. And you would think that would fit Flacco pretty well, considering he is a guy who throws a very nice deep ball. That's definitely the strength of his game. But in order to get that deep ball going for Joe Flacco, Ray Rice and Bernard Pierce, I think it'll be more of a combo this year than ever before between those two, carries-wise. Those two have to get the run game established and establish that physicality that the Ravens were known for. Before last year, the Ravens were known as a team that wanted to establish the run and take advantage of hitting long passes when the situation presented itself. I think they're a little too reliant on Flacco last year. Look for them to get back to basics. As far as the Bengals go, like I said, I think it's going to be a good change for Andy Dalton that he's not throwing the ball between 38 and 45 times a game. Hugh Jackson wants to run the ball. He had one of the more successful offenses as a whole, yardage-wise, especially on the ground during his time in Oakland. So look for those changes. And on the defensive side of the ball for both of these teams, look, the front seven for both of these teams are phenomenal. You look at the Ravens with their linebacking core with Terrell Suggs, Elvis Dumervil, Darryl Jones, and of course the rookie C.J. Mosley. Maybe one of, if not the best linebacking core in the league. And then you look at Cincinnati, who, they've been pretty consistent here the last 3 seasons, making the playoffs in all, 3 seasons in which Andy Dalton has been a member of the team. A team, I think, that is one of the more well-balanced teams in the NFL. When you look at their defense, led by Geno Atkins coming off his injury, and of course Vontaze Burfict, who got the big extension here recently. But remember, they're without Mike Zimmer. Mike Zimmer, I think, was a very valuable part of that defense, dialed up schemes that really fit that personnel. Let's see how they adjust under the new defensive coordinator. I think that's something to watch here early for a team that is experienced in the back end. I think the addition of Darqueze Dennard in the first round of the draft is going to help them immensely. Let's see how quick they can mesh under a new coordinator. In this one, I think this division and these two teams in particular are very tightly contested and very, right there with each other. And, that's indicative by the fact that it is a pick'em game. I think this division, the AFC North, is going to be just like it was, a couple years ago, where you're going to have Pittsburgh, the Bengals, and the Ravens all battling it out to the end. And in these cases, with division games, the Baltimore Ravens, a home opener, I give them a slight edge here in this one because of that. So I like the Ravens in a pick'em situation here to come off what was a little bit of a Super Bowl hangover season. Kubiak in the mix, Dumervil and Suggs getting after Andy Dalton. I like them in this game, but looking for it to be no more than a 3 to 6 point win in favor of Baltimore. One of these games that comes down to the end. And this by no means should be a sign that I'm down on Cincinnati. I just think the two teams are even, and I'll take the home team in this one. Guys, let me know what you think. Hit me up in the comments. Hit me up on Twitter as well. Be sure to subscribe to my channel. Previewing every game every week. Always talking NFL. Thanks for listening. Have a great night.